every element here has some healthful and cancer-fighting properties. Let's just go through them.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned Harvard-trained medical doctor, researcher, president, and founder of the Angiogenesis Foundation. His work has led to more than 40 FDA-approved therapeutics and devices for cancer, cardiovascular disease, wound healing, and vision loss. He is also a New York Times best-selling author with Eat to Beat Disease: The New Science of How Your Body Can Heal Itself. He also published another book, Eat to Beat Diet: Burn Fat, Heal Your Metabolism, and Live Longer. Did you know that the food you eat can be one of your most powerful tools to fight cancer and regulate blood pressure? In this video, we'll dive into 5 high-potassium foods Dr. Li recommends for their exceptional ability to fight cancer and regulate blood pressure. From creamy avocados to nutrient-dense sweet potatoes, these foods are backed by science and easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Plus, stick around for delicious recipe ideas that will inspire you to make these powerhouse foods a part of your diet today. Disclaimer. Avocados.
Avocado. Now, this is actually a delicious food that gets a bad rap for being high in fat, but in fact, it's actually just the opposite. There are healthy fats in avocado. These are called monounsaturated fatty acids. They've got the right kind of fat. This is exactly the kind of fat that you want because MUFAs, monounsaturated fatty acids, help you lower your body's bad cholesterol, all right, in the bloodstream. And this has been shown by clinical studies. And not only does it lower the bad cholesterol, MUFAs in avocado raise the good cholesterol, the HDL cholesterol that you actually want. Down with the bad, up with the good. That's what the healthy fats in avocados actually help you do. And by the way, this is why avocados is good for heart health, because you have less bad LDL that can deposit cholesterol on the walls of your blood vessels to cause narrowing. Less of that, and you've got good HDL that can actually help get rid of the bad cholesterol, extra cholesterol in your body, which then lowers your risk of developing plaques in your arteries. But there's something more, all right? Avocado, MUFAs, the monounsaturated fatty acids that are good for your cholesterol, your blood cholesterol, they actually are combined with healthy dietary fiber. And avocado is packed with dietary fiber. It's a great way to actually improve your gut microbiome. But this healthy dietary fat also helps to lower your blood lipids as well. About 7 grams of fiber in an average avocado, all right, not only actually helps you lower cholesterol, but it also feeds your gut microbiome, makes you actually, gut microbiome, happier, healthier, and then they can actually lower inflammation in your body as well, right? So that's healing by lowering inflammation. You want to actually burn down fat. You want to make sure it doesn't build up. So manage your lipid levels, all right? And it's got the right kind of fat versus the wrong kind of fat. And it flips your cholesterol levels so you've got less LDL, harmful, bad cholesterol, more good cholesterol as well, all right? So overall, your metabolism is going to be more efficient. And efficient metabolism means that you're going to be better able to actually burn down harmful body fat while you're actually accelerating healing as well. Okay, lowering inflammation will help speed up healing. All right. Okay, so turns out that a good microbiome, by the way, by being fed with the dietary fiber, and this is research I've done, can also speed up healing in your body. We did an experiment with a colleague at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology where we actually were studying wound healing. And what we found is that if you actually got good, healthy gut microbiome, and we were actually using probiotics at the time, compared to animals that didn't have as good gut health, you could actually double the rate of healing as well. So the fiber in avocados, which helps the gut microbiome, can actually support accelerated wound healing as well. All right, that's from the inside out, by the way. Then one additional thing about the fiber in avocados, guess what? It helps you feel fuller when you eat an avocado. So at the next meal, you're less likely to overeat. All right, I'll help you feel fuller for the meal you're eating the avocado on as well. But it's got this long tail to the feeling of satiety or fullness. So you're less likely to overeat the next time. By the way, what does that do? That helps you avoid that mistake that a lot of people make even if they're intermittent fasting and exercising, it's just overeating. So by cutting down your calories, you're also going to be able to lose fat faster. So avocado, all right, little thing that is so easy to incorporate into breakfast, lunch, or dinner, that actually helps you lose fat faster and also heal at the same time. All right? Okay. I hope, by the way, that little tip of information I just gave you helps you bust this myth that you shouldn't eat avocados because they're filled with harmful fat. It's filled with good fat, good fiber, great, by the way, bioactives. There's something called avocatin B in avocados. It's a bioactive natural chemical that actually helps your body activate its own fat burning mechanisms as well. All right. How do I use avocados? Well, one thing that you can do is if you like bread and you don't want to use butter, you can actually spread some avocado on it because it's kind of creamy. And you get this like nice, rich, creamy, like buttery kind of tasting topping onto your bread. If you want to really make this healthy, have sourdough bread as well. All right, that's a good choice of bread. So an avocado schmear on top of sourdough bread, that's actually a healthy combination. Sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on it. If you want it to be a little bit tastier and you like to zing and you want to zing up your metabolism, throw some chili flakes or tiny little ground up chilies on it. All right, squeeze a little bit of lemon. Lots of different ways to take basic avocado toast. Avocados on sourdough, a little bit of salt, a little bit of chili, a little bit of squeeze of lemon can really make it pop. All right. That's the key thing. You can actually make food feel indulgent while you're activating your health as well. All right. And what I was telling you, by the way, this is actually how to avoid butter on toast, but to actually really dress it up and make it healthier at the same time. This will actually help you burn down body fat, helps your metabolism get better, helps you avoid developing loading on extra body fat, and it also helps your lipids actually get better as well. The improved metabolism, healthier gut, helps you heal faster as well. All right. Okay, I'll give you another practical tip. When you're buying avocados, how do you get them? How do you choose the right one, right? You go to the grocery store, it's a big pile of avocados. Here's the right way to actually choose an avocado. So pick one. You want to know if it's basically ripening, all right? You don't want to get one that's like not anywhere close to ripening, all right? Pick one that's got the flesh, it's got kind of this hard, dark, purpley shell. Squeeze it a little bit. It should have a slight give, all right? When they have a slight give, they're getting close to being eaten, all right? They can't be too hard. So you got to have a little bit of squeeziness to it, all right? And if it's an unripe avocado, you want to take them home. You want to speed up the ripening process. Stick that avocado in a brown paper bag and stick a banana or something like that into it. A banana, for example, is going to emit a gas as its own as it ripens by itself. It's called ethylene. It's a natural gas that comes out of a banana. That will speed up the ripening of the avocado as well. And as soon as you can feel that give, it's getting ready to be eaten. So, you know, make sure it's got a little bit more give and peel it and eat it. All right. You want to be able to spread it the way that I just told you earlier.
Dr. Lee recommends avocados due to their exceptional nutrient profile and their ability to support multiple aspects of health, including cancer prevention and heart health. Avocados are one of the richest sources of potassium, with nearly 1,000 milligrams per fruit, which helps to balance sodium levels in the body and regulate blood pressure. Proper blood flow and reduced hypertension are crucial for overall health, and potassium plays a vital role in achieving these benefits. In addition to their potassium content, avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, which are heart-healthy fats that help reduce inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is a known contributor to cancer development, and reducing it through diet can significantly lower the risk of certain cancers. Avocados are also a good source of antioxidants, including glutathione, which is known to protect cells from oxidative damage, a process linked to cancer and aging. Moreover, avocados contain bioactive compounds, such as carotenoids and polyphenols, which have been shown to suppress the growth of cancer cells in various studies. Dr. Lee highlights that these compounds not only protect the cells in the body, but also enhance the immune system's ability to detect and eliminate abnormal or precancerous cells. According to a review in Cancer Prevention Research, a study looked at how eating avocados might help prevent cancer. Researchers studied a large group of people, including men and women, over many years. They wanted to see if eating more avocados could lower the risk of getting cancer. The study found that people who ate more avocados had a lower chance of getting certain types of cancer, especially in men. This is likely because avocados are full of healthy fats, fiber, and other good nutrients that can help keep our bodies healthy. The potassium in avocados can also regulate blood pressure. Potassium is essential for balancing sodium levels in the body, which is crucial for regulating blood pressure. A single avocado provides nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium, making it one of the richest sources of this vital mineral. By counteracting the effects of sodium, potassium helps relax blood vessel walls, improve circulation, and reduce strain on the heart. Avocados also contain monounsaturated fats, which support cardiovascular health by reducing bad cholesterol levels and inflammation in blood vessels. This combination of potassium and healthy fats works synergistically to promote optimal blood flow and prevent hypertension, a leading risk factor for heart disease and stroke. For individuals looking to manage or lower their blood pressure naturally, avocados serve as a versatile and nutrient-packed addition to a balanced diet. Here's a simple, delicious recipe to incorporate avocados into your diet. Make a creamy avocado toast that's perfect for breakfast or a light snack. Start by toasting a slice of whole grain bread until it's golden and crisp. In a small bowl, mash half an avocado with a fork and add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to enhance the flavor and prevent browning. Spread the mashed avocado generously onto the toast and sprinkle it with a pinch of sea salt, freshly ground black pepper, and a dash of red pepper flakes for a hint of spice. For an extra boost of nutrition, top it with sliced cherry tomatoes, a handful of arugula, or even a poached egg. This easy and nutrient-packed recipe is not only delicious, but also a great way to enjoy the heart-healthy benefits of avocados. Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato. I love sweet potato, all right? And sweet potato contains vitamin A, retinol, and this is actually also important for retinal health. And just 1 cup of sweet potato contains, guess what? 1,920 micrograms of retinol activity, which is 213% of what you need for the daily recommended value. So basically, just 1 cup of cooked sweet potato gives you way more than you need to be able to get good, healthy vitamin A, which is good for your eyesight. Now, there's a lot of ways to cook sweet potatoes. One of my favorite is simple, because I like to cook as simply as possible. You can bake them. And you can bake them in the oven. It's kind of put them in the oven and step away. You can wrap them up in foil, step away, do something else, and then they'll be done. And you can actually have a nice, simple sweet potato. Lots of different ways to look at recipes to eat it, but I like it plain. You can also add sweet potatoes to a stew. So if you're making a vegetable stew, you can actually cut up sweet potato and add it in there, and that'll actually lend to, it'll add vitamin A to your stew. You can also make a soup. I actually love sweet potato soup. You can look up the recipe, but I like cooking down the sweet potato with a little onion, a little bit of ginger. I cook it in vegetable broth, makes it nice and soft. Add a little touch of coconut milk for richness, a little paprika, apple cider vinegar. You can even chop up some apples in there. Cook them all together, put them into a blender and puree it really, really smooth. That actually is a very nice sweet potato soup. Lots of variations, lots of ways you can spice it up and create the flavor profile a little bit differently. But sweet potatoes, vitamin A, chock full of vitamin A, good for retinal health, good for eyesight, good for protecting your vision.
Dr. Lee recommends sweet potatoes as one of the top high-potassium foods due to their dual benefits in cancer prevention and blood pressure regulation. Sweet potatoes are an excellent source of potassium, with a medium-sized sweet potato containing over 400 milligrams. Potassium plays a vital role in counteracting the effects of sodium, relaxing blood vessels, and maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. For individuals struggling with hypertension, including sweet potatoes in the diet can naturally help balance electrolytes and support heart health. Beyond their potassium content, sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that is converted into vitamin A in the body. Antioxidants like beta-carotene combat oxidative stress and reduce inflammation, 2 key contributors to cancer development. Research has shown that diets high in beta-carotene are associated with a reduced risk of certain cancers, including lung, breast, and colorectal cancers. According to a review in Molecular Nutrition and Food Research, A study looked at a special type of sweet potato called P40, which has a lot of a natural pigment called anthocyanins. These pigments are what give some fruits and vegetables their bright colors, like purple and blue. The researchers wanted to see if eating this purple sweet potato could help prevent colorectal cancer, which is a type of cancer that affects the colon. In the study, scientists tested P40 on human cancer cells in the lab and also gave it to mice that were at risk of developing cancer. They found that the sweet potato helped slow down the growth of cancer cells and even made some of them die off. The mice that ate the P40 had fewer signs of early cancer in their colons compared to those that didn't eat it. This means that P40 could be a helpful food in fighting against cancer. Sweet potatoes are also high in dietary fiber, which supports gut health and promotes healthy digestion. A well-functioning gut is essential for overall immune strength and the body's ability to fight off disease. Dr. Lee highlights sweet potatoes as a nutrient-dense, versatile food that not only regulates blood pressure, but also helps protect against cancer by supporting cellular health and reducing inflammation. Roasting, steaming, or boiling sweet potatoes makes them an easy addition to any meal while maximizing their health benefits. Here's a simple and delicious recipe to incorporate sweet potatoes into your diet. Roast sweet potato wedges for a flavorful and nutrient-packed side dish or snack. Start by peeling and slicing a medium sweet potato into thick wedges. Toss the wedges in a bowl with a drizzle of olive oil, a sprinkle of sea salt, and a pinch of smoked paprika or cinnamon for added flavor. Spread them out evenly on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, ensuring they don't overlap. Roast in a preheated oven at 425°C for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through until the edges are golden and slightly crispy. For a finishing touch, garnish with a sprinkle of chopped parsley or a squeeze of fresh lime juice. These roasted sweet potatoes are not only delicious, but also an excellent way to enjoy their potassium and antioxidant benefits. If you enjoyed the hours of effort it took to create this video and found the information helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable content to improve your health and well-being. Spinach.
Now, everyone knows that spinach is good for you, but a lot of people don't know why it's good for you. It turns out that spinach, which grows very close to the ground, is a great source of dietary nitrates. When you make the food tasty and you chew it, it turns out the microbiome on your tongue, healthy gut bacteria in your tongue, will convert the nitrogen into a form that when you swallow it, turns in your body into nitric oxide, and this actually helps to widen your blood vessels and lower your blood pressure.
Dr. Lee recommends spinach as one of the best high-potassium foods for fighting cancer and regulating blood pressure due to its impressive nutritional profile. A single cup of cooked spinach contains nearly 800 milligrams of potassium, making it an excellent choice for maintaining proper electrolyte balance and supporting healthy blood pressure levels. Spinach is also packed with powerful antioxidants, including lutein and chlorophyll, which have been shown to protect cells from oxidative stress and inflammation, two key drivers of cancer development. Dr. Lee emphasizes that these compounds not only prevent cellular damage, but also support the body's natural immune defenses, which are critical in detecting and eliminating abnormal cells before they can grow into cancerous ones. According to a review in Gut Microbes, a study looked at how eating spinach can help prevent cancer. Researchers used special rats that are more likely to get cancer because of their genes. They fed these rats a diet with a lot of spinach for 26 weeks. The results showed that the rats who ate spinach had fewer tumors, even though they had a gene that usually causes cancer. The study also found that spinach changed the bacteria in the rats' guts, making them healthier. This is important because having a variety of good bacteria can help our bodies fight diseases. The researchers discovered that some special substances in spinach, like linolete, can help reduce inflammation and support healthy cell growth. They also noticed that certain harmful substances in the rats' bodies were lower after eating spinach. Additionally, spinach contains a wealth of phytonutrients and vitamins, including folate and magnesium, which contribute to DNA repair and proper cell function. Its high fiber content further supports gut health, an essential factor in reducing the risk of colon cancer and boosting overall immunity. Here's a simple and delicious recipe to incorporate spinach into your diet. Make a quick spinach sauté that's perfect as a side dish or a base for your favorite protein. Start by heating a tablespoon of olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Add 2 minced garlic cloves and sauté until fragrant, about 30 seconds. Toss in a few handfuls of fresh spinach leaves and cook, stirring occasionally until the spinach wilts down, which should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Sprinkle with a pinch of sea salt, freshly ground black pepper, and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to brighten the flavors. For extra texture and nutrients, you can add a handful of toasted pine nuts or sliced almonds. This simple sauté is not only flavorful, but also a quick way to enjoy the potassium and antioxidants in spinach. Bananas.
We all know that fruits are sweet. That's why I like fruits. I'm sure you as well. Nothing better than a juicy peach in the summertime or a delicious orange in the winter. Those are the seasons for these sweet, juicy fruits. And fruits do have sugar, but they are a lot better than processed sugar that you would actually find in a candy bar or a soda, or just adding sugar, for example, to coffee. So, why is it that fruits are better than processed sugar, even though they're sweet? Well, it turns out the fruits are nutrient dense, and in addition to natural fructose, they also have natural bioactives like dietary fiber and polyphenols and micronutrients like vitamins and minerals. And all those things add up and they counter the potential issues related to sugar in the fruit. And by the way, your body needs sugar anyway. Your brain requires sugar. Your muscles require sugar. And so fruit actually improves your overall health. Okay, now let me give you some examples of what nutrient dense actually means. So apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Actually, it's about 2 apples that really start to give you the benefit. But what's in an apple? It turns out that apples can be very sweet, but apples also have chlorogenic acid in your flesh. Chlorogenic acid lowers inflammation and improves your metabolism by burning down harmful visceral fat. That's the fat packed inside the tube of your body that can be very inflammatory. Apples have that. Apples also have in their skin something called ursolic acid. Ursolic acid calls out stem cells from your bone marrow to help repair and regenerate your body from the inside out. All right. You don't get that actually from pure sugar. That's why an apple, a whole apple, is nutrient dense with all these other bioactives that can help your body repair itself. Here's another one. Oranges. Oranges are seasonal. The wintertime is the best time to get an orange. Now look, you can have orange juice, very sweet, but better yet, have the whole fruit. Oranges have dietary fiber, right? And if you have a slice of orange and you're eating it, you know that there's fiber in it. And it also has polyphenols like hesperidin and narogenin and a lot of vitamin C. And vitamin C is anti-inflammatory. Hesperidin and narogenin cuts off the blood supply feeding cancers. It's anti-angiogenic, helps to rein in harmful blood vessels. And the dietary fiber, well, it actually feeds the gut microbiome. So your gut microbiome will release acetate, propionate, butyrate. These are called short-chain fatty acids. And when they're fed dietary fiber from whole fruits, guess what? They actually lower inflammation. They pump up your immune system to defend against bacteria and viruses from outside of the body and to defend against invaders like cancer cells inside your body. What's not to like about that? All right. That's what you get from eating a whole orange. All right. Let's take a look at some other fruits. Mango, very, very sweet, right? But mangoes actually have dietary fiber, a lot of fiber. And if you take a look at a mango, you'll see a lot of fiber. And it has a polyphenol called mangiferin. Mangoes, mangiferin, and mangiferin has anti-inflammatory properties. You don't get that from processed sugar. All right. Another one, pineapple, right? I love a ripe pineapple. Pineapples have dietary fiber and also a bioactive called bromelain. And bromelain is also anti-inflammatory. It boosts your immune system and it cuts off the blood supply to tumors as well. So eat whole fruits as opposed to processed sugar. It's going to be better for you. And by the way, talking about whole fruits, the whole fruit is also better than their juice. All right. Now, here's the thing. Let's look at orange juice, for example. If you had a tall glass of orange juice, you could slug that down. And you know how many oranges it takes to make one tall glass of orange juice? About 8 oranges. So 1 tall glass of orange juice has a sugar of about 8 oranges. So when you eat fruit, you don't want to eat too much. You want to be reasonable about it. And eating a whole fruit, a whole orange, you'll probably eat 1 orange and that'd be fine. And you'll take your time to eat it and you'll get all that dietary fiber. If you have a tall glass of orange juice, you'll be slugging down the sugar from 8 oranges all at once, right? And how many times have you been offered maybe a second glass of orange juice, or you're really, really thirsty and you want to slake your thirst with OJ? So eat the whole fruit, healthiest way to actually have fruit. Now, clinical studies have also shown that a diet rich in whole fruits can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. You don't see that with processed sugar, but you see that with eating whole fruits. In fact, a whole fruit diet can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke, even limb ischemia, as we're not getting blood flow to the legs, by about 10%. And it lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes by about 40+% in women especially. Whole fruits also improve metabolism, right? So all these polyphenols and dietary fiber activates your brown fat. Your brown fat is the healthy fat in your body that fights the harmful fat. This is fat versus fat. I actually write about this in my book, Eat to Beat Your Diet. I talk about how fat isn't all fat, or all fat isn't bad fat. In fact, there's good fat called brown fat. And the harmful fat is called white fat, visceral fat especially, wiggly jiggly. It's very easy to expand that, especially if you eat a lot of processed sugar. Brown fat is wafer thin, pressed around your neck, and it fires up through a process called thermogenesis. And when brown fat is activated, in order to create that heat, you know what it does? It draws down the fuel from your harmful visceral fat. Good fat burns down harmful fat. And so this is how whole fruits, many whole fruits and their bioactives can actually be helpful for your body and lower inflammation as well. Now, many whole fruits also have bioactives that are cancer fighting. And in fact, there's been shown that eating whole fruits of a variety of types can lower risk of many kinds of cancer, lung cancer, colorectal cancer, breast cancer, all beneficial. Why? Because some of these polyphenols boost the immune system. They cut off the blood supply feeding cancer, and the dietary fiber feeds your gut microbiome. Absolutely critical for good health. And a good, well-fed microbiome, gut bacteria also boosts your immune system. What does your immune system do? It conducts surveillance, looking to the right, looking to the left for any tiny little microscopic cancer cells to wipe out. And if you actually have cancer and you're battling cancer, one of the things you should know is good, strong immunity helps tip the odds in your favor. Now, how many times have you heard that cancer patients shouldn't eat fruit because of the sweetness? I'm telling you that for most cancer patients, eating fruit's just fine. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm giving you common sense because you're getting nutrient-dense foods that have dietary fiber and polyphenols that lower inflammation, boost immunity, and all these are factors that are very important to elevate your body's own health defenses against diseases, including cancer. Now, what about some tips for eating fruit? Well, eat local and eat seasonal is what I would actually say. Springtime, summertime, fall, winter. There's fruits that come out every single season. You can look them up on the internet to find out what's out there. But if you go to a farmer's market, you'll usually see the seasonal fruits that are being grown around you and are actually going to be at their peak. So eat seasonally when it comes to fruits is the best way.
Dr. Lee recommends bananas as a high potassium food that supports both cancer prevention and blood pressure regulation. A medium-sized banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium, which helps balance sodium levels in the body, relax blood vessels, and improve circulation. This makes bananas an excellent choice for naturally lowering blood pressure and reducing the risk of hypertension, a condition closely linked to heart disease and stroke. Bananas also play a significant role in cancer prevention due to their rich fiber content, particularly pectin. Pectin supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria in the microbiome, which is crucial for maintaining a strong immune system. Dr. Lee emphasizes that a healthy gut is essential in reducing inflammation and lowering the risk of colon cancer. Additionally, bananas contain antioxidants like dopamine and vitamin C, which protect cells from oxidative stress, a key factor in the development of cancer. According to a review in Frontiers in Oncology, bananas might help prevent cancer because they contain special natural compounds. These compounds, like flavonoids and polyphenols, can stop cancer cells from growing and help healthy cells stay strong. The review looked at many studies where banana extracts were tested in labs and on animals. One important finding was that a type of banana peel called nendrin showed strong effects against breast cancer cells, making them stop growing. The researchers also found that bananas are generally safe to eat, which is good news since many cancer treatments can have bad side effects. Their natural sweetness and portability make bananas an easy and convenient addition to a healthy diet. Whether eaten on their own, added to smoothies, or paired with nut butter for a nutrient-dense snack, bananas are a versatile food that helps regulate blood pressure while contributing to long-term cancer prevention. Here's a simple and delicious recipe to incorporate bananas into your diet. Whip up a quick banana smoothie that's perfect for breakfast or an afternoon pick-me-up. In a blender, combine 1 ripe banana, a cup of unsweetened almond milk, or your favorite milk, a handful of spinach for an extra nutrient boost, and a tablespoon of almond butter for creaminess and protein. Add a pinch of cinnamon and a few ice cubes to make it extra refreshing. Blend until smooth and creamy, then pour it into a glass and enjoy immediately. This banana smoothie is not only naturally sweet and satisfying, but also a fantastic way to take advantage of the potassium and fiber that bananas provide. White beans
are beans. Now, if you actually don't know this already, beans are one of Mother Nature's healthiest foods. If you think about all the foods you could possibly eat, the bean is probably, stands head and shoulders above the other. If you look at all the blue zones, these are the places that my good friend Dan Buettner has discovered where people live to ripe old ages on a regular basis. One of the common denominators that everyone in these blue zones, longevity zones, eat are beans. Whether they're in Asia, whether they're in Europe, beans are a common staple. So what do beans actually do? Well, beans improve your metabolism, which helps you fight body fat. So what's in a bean? Well, you've got a really great source of dietary fiber and healthy fats. And those dietary fibers actually get down into your gut, feed your gut microbiome, healthy gut bacteria, right? Okay, beans are good for gut health. And when your gut bacteria are happy and well fed by beans, you know what it does? It actually cranks up your metabolism, makes your body's glucose sensitivity, metabolism work more efficiently. Good, healthy gut bacteria lower lipids. They're sort of Mother Nature, the gut bacteria are like Mother Nature's statins, all right? And they can actually lower your blood lipids, and they trigger your brown fat. Brown fat being that kind of engine that fires up, and in order to fire up, draws the fuel from harmful visceral fat in order to be able to burn down harmful body fat. So lower your lipids, burn down harmful body fat. And by the way, the gut bacteria also lower inflammation, which protects you against all kinds of chronic diseases. Now, studies have been done actually looking at people eating just a simple can of pre-cooked beans. These are like grocery store beans, white beans, for example. It was shown that eating just 5 cups of canned white beans, navy beans, over the course of the week, right? 7 days in a week, just 5 of those days, you have 1 cup of navy beans, and you'll actually burn down harmful visceral fat, and your waistline will actually shrink. This was done at the University of Toronto, and by shrinking your waistline, it actually means that the harmful visceral fat on the inside is actually shrinking as well. So, how do I like to eat beans? Well, first of all, I like to soak them. Okay, you can get rid of some of that phytic acid. Makes it faster to cook as well. Makes them also less gassy, if that's something that you're concerned about. And I love to just have a simple bean soup, or a bean stew. Cook it nice and slowly. Add a little bit of garlic, add a little bit of rosemary, add some carrots, which we talked about, are also good for your metabolism. Cook it down very, very slowly. Man, what a great dish that you can have that's gut healthy, fires up your metabolism, and burns down harmful body fat. By the way, when you make beans, the best part about it is that usually you make enough so that you would have enough for the next day. So if you're doing it for dinner, making a bean stew, you're definitely going to have enough for lunch or maybe even a second dinner. And beans are one of those dishes, one of those foods that tastes better the second day, even better the second day. All right, so that's the second one of my favorite foods that fight fat.
Dr. Lee recommends white beans as a high potassium food with significant benefits for both cancer prevention and blood pressure regulation. White beans, also known as navy beans, are an excellent source of potassium, providing over 800 milligrams per cup. This high potassium content helps balance sodium levels in the body, which is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure. By relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation, potassium-rich foods like white beans can reduce the risk of hypertension and support overall heart health. According to the American Institute for Cancer Research, white beans are a healthy food that may help lower the risk of cancer. They are packed with fiber, resistant starch, and special plant compounds that support good bacteria in your gut. These good bacteria can keep your body healthy, but scientists are still studying how these nutrients work and how they might protect against cancer. White beans are high in fiber, which is important because it helps prevent colorectal cancer. Fiber also helps you stay at a healthy weight, and being overweight can increase the risk of many types of cancer. When you eat white beans, the fiber in them is used by your gut bacteria to make helpful substances called short-chain fatty acids. These acids reduce inflammation and help your body fight off damage that can lead to cancer. White beans also have nutrients like folate and saponins. Folate helps keep your DNA healthy and protects your cells from turning cancerous. Saponins can stop cancer cells from growing and even make them self-destruct. These nutrients are still being studied, but they seem to play a big role in keeping your body healthy. Some studies show that eating beans regularly might lower the risk of certain cancers, like colon and breast cancer. Versatile and easy to incorporate into meals, white beans can be used in soups, stews, or salads, offering a filling and nutrient-dense option for any diet. Dr. Lee highlights them as a key food for naturally lowering blood pressure and reducing cancer risk through their powerful combination of potassium, fiber, and antioxidants. Here's a simple and delicious recipe to incorporate white beans into your diet. Make a creamy white bean dip that works as a snack or appetizer. In a food processor, combine 1 cup of cooked white beans, such as cannellini or navy beans, a tablespoon of olive oil, the juice of half a lemon, 1 minced garlic clove, and a pinch of sea salt and black pepper. Blend until smooth and creamy, adding a tablespoon of water at a time if needed to achieve your desired consistency. For extra flavor, sprinkle in a touch of smoked paprika or fresh rosemary. Serve this dip with raw vegetable sticks like carrots, cucumber, and celery, or use it as a spread for sandwiches and wraps. This versatile recipe is an easy way to enjoy the potassium, fiber, and plant-based protein in white beans.